Hail the Globetrotter, straight away from Jakarta, Indonesia, via Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome to Lagos, Nigeria. This is Africa, the motherland. So my name is Ghariokwu Lemi. My friends call me Lemi Ghariokwu. I'm a visual artist, graphic designer, illustrator, born, bred and buttered in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm very proud to be an African. My call to fame are the body of works of album cover art that I did for the music career of Fela Kuti, the Afrobeat legend. As an individual artist, I'm known as the primary sleeve designer for Fela Kuti. Fela dealt with many graphic artists during his lifetime, but me as an individual designed half of the entire catalog. I designed 26 album covers for Fela's music, his career, between 1974 and 1993. That's 3 decades, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I've made a career out of sleeve designing. This is 45 years straight that I've been designing covers. As I speak to you, I'm designing one cover right now for Ebo Taylor, a high life giant in Ghana, with BBE Music UK. I design covers every day if possible. I just love to do covers. I've designed over 2,000 album covers in the last 45 years. So I'm proud to be who I am. I'm a conscious African. And that actually was and is the reason why I was able to work with Fela so effectively. We share the Pan-African ideology, concisely, 105%. That's where I agree with him totally. So I was able to transmute his thinking, elaborate on his lyrics via my visuals. Like they say, in the beginning was the music. And the music became so powerful, it needed an accompaniment. So my art came to play the role of the visualizer. So I brought in the visual element to the audio. So it's ultra-sensory experience that the audience eventually has. And my art has played the role of a supplement to Fela's music. So here I am, I'm standing today. I met Fela, it wasn't a chance meeting, it was preordained. Because as for art, I was born into art. I came to the world with art, and I firstly realized my talent when I was like 6 years old. I love to draw. I went through primary school doing drawings and all that. Secondary school, I didn't study art officially in school, but the gift was so paramount, so strong. The passion was growing by the day. Even while I studied to be a mechanical engineer, which was the purpose my father thought he had for me. Yeah, so I was studying technical subjects and sciences, but I kept drawing. So in '74, my spirit said to me, I need to give myself a challenge. I have to do one drawing a day through the year. So in that process, people in my neighborhood already know my passion. I started doing portraits for people. I started getting paid for portraits. So I was like 17, 18. I was already earning money with my talent. And to achieve that aim of one drawing a day, we wake up, pick items in the house, do some still life drawing. Then I did portraits. Then next door was a drink place. The man sold liquor. And he called me, surprisingly, he didn't commission me to do his portrait. Bruce Lee's film just came out, the film Enter the Dragon. So it was huge. And this man said he wanted me to paint the poster of Bruce Lee's film for him. That was his commission. Yeah, so, and Bruce Lee's, that film had 3 main actors, Bruce Lee, John Saxon, and Jim Kelly. So it's like portraiture also. So I did that for him. I put in the graphics, and he framed it and hung it in his drink place. That's item 1 that was leading me to my destiny without knowing it. item 2, Fela released the album called Music of Fela, Rough Rough Fine. I had seen Fela physically for the first time in 1972 in my school compound. I attended Yaba College of Technology, secondary school. So Fela was a member of an organization called Nigerian Association of Patriotic Writers and Artists, that's NAPWA. The acronym is called NAPWA. So they used to come, have their meeting. After the meeting, Fela will give a free show. Yeah, and I saw him, as a student in the crowd. I never believed in 2 years my destiny was going to cross. And I had been prepared for the role without even knowing it. So by 74, second item, Fela released the album, Rough Rough Fight. I got a copy. One day I was playing it and my spirit said to me, why don't you practice with the cover? Just do your version of the cover. And the original cover had the Fela photograph singing into a microphone. So I did an illustration of Fela dancing on mud. Rough Rough in Yoruba means mud. The song was actually talking about a fight in the mud between two friends, and Fela was chastising the friends and admonishing and warning them, so to speak, that be careful, there is mud around you. If you fall in the mud in your fight, you two will be rubbed in mud and we won't identify anyone. You look like twins. It was just a social, a funny song. But I didn't illustrate that. I illustrated Fela dancing on mud because the vibe I got from the music was very jolly. So, and I put in the graphics just as practice. So I had it in my portfolio. So a couple of weeks later, a journalist with Sunday Punch, there's a newspaper in Nigeria, the Punch. Yeah, it used to be Sunday Punch because it started in 73 as a weekly every Sunday. Wow. So Babatunde Harrison was the journalist's name. He came to drink that drink place next door.
The bar next door,
yes. And he saw the Bruce Lee enter the Dragon poster. So he asked them, who did this? They said it's a small boy. Small boy, you understand? The work was good enough that he was surprised that it's a small boy. And journalistic instincts, he just said, I want to see the boy. So they brought him to see me. And he asked for my other drawings, so I brought out my drawings. And he saw the Fela.
That cover.
Yeah, and he said, can you do album covers? I said, actually, I had done 2 covers before then. So when Babatunde Harrison was asking, can I do album cover art, I said, I wasn't too confident. Sure, I said, And he said 2 days before that day, he and Fela were talking about cover art. So I looked at him. I said, this uncle is drunk. I thought he was drunk. Yeah, because I can't imagine. Does he know Fela, And I didn't have any ambition. I wasn't thinking I wanted to meet Fela in the first place. So when he was saying he and Fela were talking 2 days ago, I took it with a pinch of salt. Right. So he said he was going to bring a Fela picture the next day from newspaper, Punch newspaper collection for me as test.
Just to see.
Yeah, so he would take me to Fela. I said, okay. The challenge was the thing that was attracting me. I didn't care if he was taking me to Fela, but bring the portrait, bring it up. So he brought the photograph the next day. 24 hours, done. My mom was always supportive, so she gave me 5 naira to frame, 18 by 24. Glaze and frame. So within 24 hours, now I know the man comes in the evening. So I was waiting, just like looking on the road. The moment I saw him approaching, I said, Uncle, I showed him from a distance. He said, I'm not going to drink again. Let's go. I'm taking you to Fela. So as I feel like, that means he's serious. So I told my mom, he wants to take me to Fela. My mom said, be careful. Fela was already notorious. Because of that, his community and the ganja business. So the man hailed a taxi. And lo and behold, I found myself in Kalakuta. Just like a dream.
Wow.
Yeah, long story short, Fela saw the portrait. He said 2 words. It was the first time in my life. He said, wow, god damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Baba.
Yeah. Wow. So he ushered me. He said, come inside. So he said, what do you do? He said, give him some. I said, Fanta. They gave me Fanta. Wow. Then he said they should bring out his checkbook. And I'm looking. And he wrote out a check for 120 naira. And those photos I used to do, I used to charge 30 naira. That's a lot of money then, because the naira was superior to the dollar.
Yeah, back then?
The dollar was 75 cents. So he now gave me the check. He asked for my name, he wrote and gave me the check. I checked 120 naira. I was even scared of the money, like, what? So my spirit said no. So I just gave him back. I said, Fela, no, I don't want money. I give from the bottom of my hand. He was surprised. So he asked for a sheet of paper. a notebook, really, that old exercise book. He tore out a sheet and wrote out, "Please admit bearer any show free of charge." So I just collected it. That was my visa, my passport visa to Kalakuta and to my destiny.
Yes,
that was the beginning. Yeah,
wow.
That was the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, I feel very excited because it's new times again.
Yes.
It's revolution about time.
Yes.
Yeah, so through the years, you know, I survived doing work and work and work. I got bills to pay, and then I have my mission to achieve.
Yes.
So, but anytime I am able to find an artist, a creative, that vibes
yes.
from my own perspective,
yes.
you know, it always gives me a feeling of deja vu. I just love that. I had the experiences doing that with when the reggae music was really trending
yes,
here,
right.
With people like Maje Fashek,
yes,
Ras Kimono,
well.
Mandatos, Oris Wiliki, all those are, you know, conscious lyrics. I enjoyed those moments.
Yeah.
And the years frittered by, not much was happening. Eventually, Afro beats came up in the music industry. Hip hop started initially.
Yeah.
So I worked with Kenny's Music
yes.
for 11 years from inception of that label.
Yes.
Kenny's Music is actually responsible for the growth of the hip hop brand in Nigeria. So all these young
yes.
lads need to salute, you know, Kenny Ogungbe and his team. And you know, I enjoyed that association also. Even though it was hip hop, yes. Yeah, I didn't mind. At least they had content. Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, they had content.
Yeah.
Idris Abdul Karim had Nigeria Jaga Jaga. You know, I was so elated that time when that song came out. You know, because every society grows better with alternative viewpoints.
Absolutely.
There's too much religiosity in this society. It's to the detriment of the progress of the society. Religion is a dangerous weapon, just like politics. The role politics is playing is degrading the society through the years. Religion also is playing that role. It's degrading the mentality of the people because the average African, the average Nigerian is just waiting for kingdom come. They're waiting for Godot.
Exactly.
Electricity is not working. They say God will do it. You understand? Sometimes I wonder, you have this Samsung phone. Was it created by God?
Exactly.
You fly in the jet. You are going to Dubai. Is it God that made the aeroplane?
Exactly.
Human beings like us are creating. What are we doing? Nothing. We just grabbing. Grabbing. We just consume. Consumerism. Look at our women. All this fake hair, wig and all that. All our money in Africa just goes out.
Of course. And never comes in.
Brazilian hair. We want to look like somebody else. We are the only race. Our women want to look like Indians. They want to look like Chinese. They want to look like Europeans or Americans or Germans or Brazilians. Not like Africans. You understand? That is very detrimental to the growth of society. And you see young people, they want to be Americans now. The hip hop culture, young people calling themselves niggers, they don't even know history. If you know the history of that word nigger, how powerfully negative it is to the psyche of the African, of the so-called black. I'm not black, I'm an African. Because black is not supposed to be a race. Because we are not conscious, they give us labels. All those labels, the purpose is to downgrade our minds. And that's why our people feel so inferior. We have so much low esteem all over the place. So it's so painful. People like me in this society, you know, I'm in this society, but not of this society. Sometimes it's very lonesome place to be because you look left, right, and center, east, north, south, west, you see emptiness. So you can imagine how I'm surviving. And I'm committed to this mission. The universe sent me on a mission here. So I'm not going to relocate. I'm not going to run away. No. You understand? I'll be here. We will lay the foundation. Everyone that's gone, they'll come back and meet us.
I mean, where can people, I mean, I know you do your exhibitions here and there. Like, how does the world get to connect with Lemi? You know, I know you were in Australia a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about this generation. I look at this generation and I say, this is a very lucky generation because of social media, electronics.
Of course,
you know,
you can see it now.
Yeah, my work has sustained itself. I've been recreating myself, being relevant. Also because I'm computer literate.
Yes.
So I use digital effects sometimes now, So because art, music is like fashion, so you have to know the trends. Yeah. Yes. So that's the interesting thing about now. October last year, my agent just called me and said, before that, because I believe in the universe a lot, I believe my life is spiritual. Yeah, a publisher of music magazine in Lagos here called me. I said, oh, sir, you need to check out this guy, Childish Gambino. So I've never heard of Childish Gambino before. He said, this is America. So he gave me the link on YouTube. Okay. I just freaked out. I said, whoa! And I'm saying, this is the kind of thing I'm expecting Nigerian youths to. Yes, that is not just all this jollof. It's not a fight. We need an alternative viewpoint. Some people should be doing something else. So I was so excited. Then a few months later, the Nigerian version came out, Falz. This is Nigeria. I said, yeah. I said, good. I
call it, speak it.
Exactly. And Falz is one of the few that I really respect right now. Maybe there are about 5 or something on this scene right now. In recent memory, Falz is one of them because his lyrics are very poignant. Yes. Any issue he wants to deal with, he has real deep lyrics, very intelligent lyrics. So I was so happy, like, whoa, that's great. So October, my agent just called me and said, Falz wants to see me. I said, really? I said, okay, bring him over. So Falz came to my studio and we talked. I was so excited because I'd been expecting it. It's been like 10 years or 15 years that I'm feeling like, oh, where is the new mandators, the Raskimonos, Oris Wiliki, conscious music, conscious lyrics, so to speak. So we spoke. I was so excited. I was just talking. I was showing him things, and it was so cool, very observant. He was just listening. When you're talking to someone, you can see in their face if they are interested or not. I saw he was very interested. Do you know I spent like 1 hour talking? Then I got tired. Then I said, hey, what did you come for? So he said he actually brought his new project that he wants us to work together. He brought, and I said, I can't listen now, I'm tired. I said, I said, you have a studio. I said, I want to come to your studio. So a few days later, I now went and he played some 8 songs. He had 7 ready then. When I said,
that was this album?
Yes. I said, nothing more. I'm sold. Yeah. So lo and behold, I did the cover art. When he saw it, he was so happy. He was so happy. 2 days after, he just called me. He said, sir, I love that artwork so much. He said, I have a new idea. He said, I've been nursing this idea before. He said, there are 8 songs. He said, so I want a cover art for each song. I said, what? I've never done that in my life,
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was great. I was double happy. It's opportunity. Yes. And exactly. And people are even already comparing with Fela because, and it shows that there's a vacuum to be filled in society. There are people who want conscious music, want conscious lyrics, want straight in your face.
Sound, still conscious.
Yes.
You can have both.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My name is Ghariokwu Lemi. My friends call me Lemi Ghariokwu. I'm a visual artist, graphic designer, and illustrator. Born, bred, and buttered in Lagos, Nigeria, the land of mass hysteria. This is Globetrotter.